All right, welcome back, guys. Let's talk a little bit about TOA Hell. This is the first month I've cleared to 20 stars, and I think that's all I'm motivated to clear to. I might just go clear floor 10 just for fun. But I don't feel like the reward versus the likelihood of going insane is worth clearing each additional star over 20, because all you get is 50 crystals per clear, per star after that, and I have no interest in the leaderboard at all. So not really my plan. But let's talk a little bit about what I did. I tried to get 3 stars everywhere I could. That was an easy 3-star level, and then pick up 2 stars where I could, and then just 1 stars where it seemed possible. The team I used was, I found from Shizo? Hold on, let me see. Shizo on YouTube, and I'll post the link to his channel below. He had a great guide on what he used, and I was like, okay, I'll follow that guide, and it worked great. So when in doubt, do what people who are successful do and just copy them, right? That's my plan. I did not develop this on my own, but it makes sense. I probably would have gotten somewhere close to it. And he used Ganymede. I used Dark Homunculus, which I think is better. But I don't think he wanted to double his Dark Homunculus. And I was like, you know what? If I'm going to use this thing in TOA Hell every month, I want the rewards. I'm going to double it up. So I doubled the Dark Homunculus a little bit. Those are doubles I'll never get back. But it's okay. Like, Dark Homunculus is really, really good in this content. It's got the skill refresh on you, AoE. It's got the skill cooldown on them, AoE. It's got the speed buff. I need to slightly redo mine because the skill 2 is currently more of a PvP. It's a buff removal, which doesn't really seem to matter. The better skill 2 is the defense break, which I think would be better. So this is the team I used. It worked really well. I use this by default pretty much everywhere. And we can... Oh, wait, let's do it with 3 stars. I guess it doesn't matter. It's the same kind of thing, but it's just max control through a variety of ways. And you can see the speed differential. That's the main thing. If you don't go first, you're going to lose. So always go first. Rune up until you go first. And then we'd use skill 2, which is so good from Tyrone. Like, I had no idea how good that was. I had used it a little bit, but like in this setting, being able to, and then you refresh and you're good to go again. I think ideally, probably at free rune removal, I'll redo the runes on these guys so that the Dark Homunculus goes last, so that the Druid can do his thing, and then the Dark Homunculus can refresh literally everybody. And so here, we'll just do skill 2 again, and on we go, right? We just control him forever. So that's pretty much how it goes. It's easy mode. It's, what? I'd say 3 farmables. I consider Tyrone farmable. If you are attempting TOA Hell and you don't have Tyrone, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, you're far enough in the game, you should have Tyrone. There's been multiple opportunities to select any monster you want for a 4-star. You could have gotten him. You probably have him. I hope that's not like a radical statement, but I feel like those 3 are farmable. The non-farmables are obviously Poseidon and Belenus, which is a monster I just got recently, my second most recent Nat 5, and I doubled him up immediately because what he does really well. I don't have a Rika. So yeah, it's this guy. If you have a Rika, I'd do a Rika. Here you could put, I think, pretty much any control. I think Charlotte might be nice because she's got the slow as well. The slow is what makes him good. The slow and the bar control. So let's just show the stats, right? So here's Tyrone. The accuracy is pretty important, but you notice I'm getting it done with accuracy runes. So there's 1 set of accuracy. Here's the Jean. That's a 2nd set of accuracy. So her 40% accuracy is now 60 with the 2 sets, right? He's just fast, 280 on Swift. He's built more damage. You can see that on Despair. And then Swift. So I'm going to redo all these, but we got two sets of accuracy. This guy's accuracy is actually not good enough. He's only 32% with the accuracy sets, and I am trying to cool them down. So I need to fix that. But on free rune removal, I'll fix it all. I think a Despair set is generally not great, and I think Swift is also not great if you can get away with Violent. Because there's some stages where you can't control them that way, and so like, why are you on Despair? Violent would be way better. So those are the little changes I would make in terms of runing. But this team worked really well. There's one level, let's see here, where you have to do something different. Yeah, okay, so these counterattack levels, you can take the, let's see, this is floor 4. So I beat that 2-star. Let's check floor 7. This one was actually really nice. This worked really well. You think it'd be hard, but it wasn't hard because you're not relying on passives. You're not relying on increasing their cooldown. If the OGs go off, it's scary, but in general, you're putting glancing on them, which makes them less likely to go nuts. It happened a couple times during the fight, like 2, and I barely pulled it back out and survived. But had it happened 1, it would have been easier, and 0, of course, really, really easy. Okay, there's these types of levels. Yeah, these counterattack levels and these immunity levels. They're a bit dodgy. I don't know. I've heard, or what he said, I think Shayciso said, is that Tiana makes this really easy because you completely clear out everything and you go for it, like, which is really nice. I don't have a Tiana. I tried a Clara and it didn't work. It didn't work well enough. So I don't know. I think he has a Gianna, which, that's pretty good because it's a stun cleanse. But what I did instead is I replaced Poseidon with Eladriel and just tanked it out. Now, I didn't do 3 stars on these. I just picked one or the other. I think I picked counterattack, to be honest. But Eladriel can kind of tank it out. Some of your people will die, but then you get them back up and you move on. So that's another way to clear these. Just a little strat. Yeah, that's what I did here. I tanked out with Eladriel. I did this exact team, but with Eladriel. You could... I'm not sure what you could use in replacement of Eladriel. Maybe Michelle, maybe? Maybe not quite the same. But definitely like a Marna would work there. So, alright, so I cleared it all. I got all the good old goodies. The Devilmon for sure you should try to get. 10 stars for Devilmon. That's something everybody can do, I feel like. And by everyone, I mean mid-game, you just got to be fast, right? But of course I want the LD and the Legendary. And on the Legendary, I pulled a new Nat 5, which was so exciting. So it paid off for me. I think I put him immediately into storage because he's new, but he's bad. It is this guy. Sagar. The M. Bison, right? The Wind M. Bison. So leveled him up, stored him up. Maybe he'll get a buff. But it was really satisfying to clear brand new content for the first time and then pull a Nat 5 off it. So that was really, really nice. All right. Okay, so not a guide, right? That was not a guide. That was just sort of like a summary. It's easier this month if you're curious. The speed requirement's a little bit lower. It just felt easier. It felt, I don't know, it felt like TOA hard plus, not TOA what is happening. I can't beat this. So give it a try, see what you think. For people, let's see, who should attempt this content to 20 star? I think I'm at the point where I can auto all of TOA Hell, including the end boss. And I think if you can do that, you can probably get 20 stars in TOA Hell. You got to prioritize it a little bit with your runes, which can be a little annoying. But that's kind of who I think should go for the 20 stars. Maybe a little bit less, but it's pretty hard stuff. So give it a try, see what you think. Hope this was helpful. I can get more in depth into the stages in the future, but I want to make sure that all the stages relatively stay the same or there's some sort of rotation. Like, it doesn't really help putting out info on each stage each month. I don't know, when they're basically the same overall strategy. Find a team that works and go for it. So, all right, that's a lot about TOA Hell. Hope you guys enjoy it, and good luck in there, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.